Hello, everybody, and welcome to my speech. My name is William Ortiz, and today we're going to be talking about creating a strong password. How many of you have ever gone ahead and you leave to go get possibly a cup of coffee, and you leave your computer on lock? You may be working at a financial institution, you may be working at a government institution, whichever may be the institution, even your own personal computers. You can't really trust anybody nowadays, and leaving that computer unlocked could be a big problem. But sometimes, even when you lock it, there are many people out there that have that ability of they can either crack your password. Some people are able to hack in the system. So not having a strong password can become a big issue, not just for you and for your own security, but also it could affect your company if you're working for any company. Mainly people that are dealing with sensitive information or confidential information, and it involves security clearances, for example, like it could be top secret information. And not having a strong password is a big deal. It could cause it could be a big issue, basically. Now, one thing that we want to keep in mind is this: not having a strong password is one of the most common mistakes that end users make while creating their password. Some people just say, "Hey, let me go ahead and let me make my password social." But if you have a family member, wouldn't you think that a family member that you might have told them your social, and then if one day they decide to do something negative against you, they might use that against you and possibly, hey, let me try ahead and try to log into his computer and use your social security and pretty much log in the system. Making the social security, making the password your social security wouldn't be such a good idea to do it. Now, one thing that I can tell you is that there are ways of creating a very strong password, and I have a little bit of information that possibly you can share, with your other coworkers or family members that you may know. The two main essential rules for creating a strong password is making sure that you have a good password length, and make sure that you have the complexity of the password. It's not as easy to figure it out. Um, Mainly with the password, you want to at least keep it a minimum of at least 8 characters. That is the minimum you want to keep it at for the length. A lot of people, they keep it at 8, but to be on the safe side, you may want to push it up even to 10 or longer. By having that length of the password, is if someone was attacking you or trying to crack your password, it will take them more time to actually try to figure out what your password because of the length of the password. You want to make sure that the complexity is very you don't have to keep it too technical, like if you were like if you were trying to encrypt it or anything, but you want to make sure that this password complexity is not as easy to crack. As it may be, like, for example, if you have a password that may be like Apple123, that's not really a complex password. A complex password would include lowercase and uppercase alphabet letters. It would include numbers and also special characters that can be like, for example, you can have webcam, 1 2, exclamation mark, 3 5, pound, cam, something like that, or a little bit more, technical. It may include a couple of characters. Um, Main thing to keep in mind are those two main rules. You definitely want to keep in mind those two main rules, because as long as you are able to actually keep those two main rules, you should pretty much be okay, and it will give you an idea of what exactly to create. You definitely don't want to use the same password for all your systems, which is another rule that you want to keep in mind, because if someone is to crack your password, then you could have that possibility or that risk in where, hey, I cracked their password, let me go ahead and try it on this system, and then on this system, and then on this system, and next thing you know, someone just hacked into all your system because you use that same password for all your systems. So you definitely want to stay away from situations or and where you're using the same password for all the systems. Try to, try to have like in your mind, try to create your own ones. Have a set, like a set, possibly like a set flow of how your passwords could be. But definitely you want to make it different, and you want to have a variety, so in that way you don't have the same password on multiple systems. So that's another way of not just creating a strong password, but also keeping it um, pretty much safe from any type of other attacks. Like even if they figure out one password, they won't be able to get on the next system because the password is different. Now, for more information, you can definitely browse online. You can always refer also to different literature like CompTIA, Security Plus. Definitely something, good book to look at. Gives a lot of information in regards about how to create your own password, and it talks about different other subjects and gives examples of password security breaches and how to prevent those. Again, my name is William, and thank you so much for being part of this speech.